Let's change my engine oil for my BMW F30. This job's a tad bit harder to do in the winter, but still a pretty straightforward process and saves you a lot of money than going to a dealership. So we're gonna let the car run for a few minutes. I also don't have a low profile jack, so I'm gonna be using these wooden boards for my car to be able to drive up onto it like a little rack. Now let's do some safety precautions. So put my parking brake on. Now this step some people find unnecessary, but you can't be too safe when working with cars. So just put some wooden blocks right here in case the car does roll back. All right. I need to get a low profile jack. No matter how many times I do it, jacking up a car always gives me a little bit of anxiety. All right, jacks are situated under. Let's lower the car slowly. All right, now we're gonna collect the oil by draining it. We're gonna need a 10mm socket and go underneath the car. Jesus Christ. Okay, success. That was tightened way too tight last time. This plug is a little gross right now, so let's wipe that up. Definitely gonna need to change gloves. All right, so it's kind of hard to see, but the oil is draining right now. While that is drying, pop open the hood, and you're gonna pop open the engine cap to release any vacuum so that the rest of the oil can drain. Set that aside. And in the meantime, we're gonna go ahead and change the filter. And careful taking this out because there's gonna be a lot of oil everywhere. There we go. Take a look at that. So all we're gonna do is just pop this boy out. There's two little O-rings right here. It's a green one and a black one, so we actually want to replace those. So get like a pick tool or something to pry it open. So there we go. We got one of them out. This green one's a little bit trickier to get out. That tiny little guy. Let's go ahead and get our brand new filter. Pop it in. Put the new O-rings on as well. And then what you can do is you can take the old engine oil and kind of just grease the new O-rings up a little bit. It kind of helps create a better suction when you are putting this back on. And there you go, nice new engine oil filter. So let's start putting everything back together. Now to wrap it up, let's go ahead and seal up this drain. There's all that dirty engine oil. All right, for this step, always have a funnel. Please don't try this without a funnel. All right, in goes the new oil. All right, that wraps that up. Okay, this is my least favorite part of the entire thing. Try and get this oil back into this container so that I can ship it back to FCP Euro. That's how I do free oil changes. It really helps when I have an extra hand, but I don't, so gotta do the best with what we got. Oh, Jesus. All right. Okay. And I already messed a little bit up. Shit. Okay, not too bad. I got a little bit on the container, but could be worse. All right, let's lower the car now. All set. All right, let's drive it. All right, now that we have changed the oil, I have to drive around for about 5 to 10 minutes to let the oil go throughout the engine. All right, let's just make sure everything's okay. So vehicle info, vehicle status, measure engine oil level, and just start the measurement. Let's go. All right, everything looks great.